Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Superb. This is day 2, and I would be lying if I told you I didn't fail. Because that's exactly what happened. I failed, well, partially failed the challenge, not gonna lie. So I said the scroll limit is around 5 reels, and I went ahead. I scrolled around 6 reels because I was scrolling. I was like, okay, how many reels have I watched right now? Then I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, please, not one more. And I scroll up again, and there was my sixth one. So I've lost. Well, I don't think I made my intentions clear in yesterday's video, and I would totally lose the challenge if I found myself doom scrolling. And I was really close to that, I'm not gonna lie, I was. And as a man of honesty, as a person of honesty, as just an individual of honesty, I don't even know at this point, just a man who's honest, I will come back if I find myself doom scrolling and let you guys know if I have, and I will end the challenge. But that's not the entire reason I'm making videos to keep you guys updated or not. I'm also here to talk about topics. And I want to talk about why Instagram Reels or why the addiction to Instagram Reels or any type of short form content happens, because it is something that is it is so capturing. It just happens like that. And it's super, it hits you, it captures you, and it keeps you going. So it all starts off all fine because okay, let me go back to 2 years ago. Actually, let me go back to 2018. I was a little youngin, I believe in the sixth grade in 2018, sixth going to seventh. The TikTok was recently blowing up, and I remember musically the short form content app was there, and people hated on it because it was all filled with cringe stuff. And then TikTok came along, and in the beginning, don't get me wrong, it was already filled with cringe stuff, but it did something right, and that was the duet feature. And then I remember in 2018, late 2018, the duet feature captured a cringe video on one side and an ironic video on the other side mocking that cringe video. And that's where a lot of YouTubers started making videos on TikTok about TikTok and about these ironic videos. They're like, oh wow, this is so funny and all of that. And I was like, okay, yeah, then that's pretty cool. I still didn't like TikTok, okay? A couple of years go by. Let's go to 2021. TikTok has taken over officially. We already had Charlie D'Amelio and all of that, all the cringe stuff. It already had captured so many people. It marketed the right towards the right people. It got the casual audience and the people who have, I guess, a sense of humor. I don't know if just making fun of people is a sense of humor or not. Well, I guess it is to some extent. To some extent, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it targeted the right audience. It blew up just like that. And then I remember YouTube Shorts came out then, and I also remember the fact that Instagram Reels wasn't really what it is right now. It wasn't focused on short form content. I don't think in 2021 it really even existed because it was just there. It was more of Instagram trying to promote long form videos. But anyways, yeah, I used to watch a lot of YouTube in 2021 because I remember I just moved here. I moved to the United States I moved to the United States in 2021. And in the beginning it was kind of hard. In the beginning I was still getting used to everything, and the only thing I had to keep myself entertained was YouTube. So I knew that short form content was already bad. But then these short form videos just came along and then just kept on popping up, and I was like, let's tap on it. One video, 2 video, 3 videos, 4 videos. And that kept on going on. The number kept on increasing. You see, my short form content addiction started because I was bored. And it really wasn't even that. Well, being bored is part of the reason, but another reason is that it was a difficult time, and I was still settling in a country, in a new country that I've never been in before. I officially moved here. I didn't know anyone. Uh, the only form of escape. Notice how I used escape, because that's what it was. I was trying to escape the reality of being in a different environment and keep myself entertained by these meaningless videos so I could get some form of satisfaction. Looking back at it now, I really should have done more, but it all started off due to me being bored, due to me just needing something, just due to me needing a form of escape. And now it has sprinkled up to now where I'm fed up, I'm pissed off, and I believe many people are in the shoes that I'm in. And not to forget, this TikTok blew up, short form content blew up in the era of COVID. COVID was a difficult time for everyone. I believe COVID was a time where people really started to delve into making short form content because they saw an opportunity to become famous just by just by making silly videos at your own home, at your own expense, at your own time. You didn't need to be a boss for anyone. You didn't need to do anything. That's how TikTok blew up in a difficult time. You see, short form content and these companies have just been taking advantage of hard times. Instead of promoting something that should be productive, that should be more fulfilling, but it takes advantage of you because you're in a difficult time. But here's the thing: we can all stop this if we just stop doing it. But here's the thing: this dopamine extravaganza is so infested in everything. It's so difficult now. The only thing that you could do now to actually combat it, to fight the system, is just stop. Just stop and use it for your own benefit. Because trust me, social media can really do some bad stuff, but if you know how to use it, if you use it for the intended purposes, or the purposes that you want to use it for, it could be so good. It could be the best thing in the world, and that's why people argue for it. That's what the businesses say. Oh, well, it's onto the user for using it however they want. It's not my fault for getting you addicted to our highly addictive substance that we're providing you. It's like a drug dealer saying, "Oh, I'm just doing my job here. It's all you, bro. You're the one consuming the drugs." This is a comparison right here. This is a direct link because God, it is so apparent what they're doing is that they're taking advantage of people who are going through hard times. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason for this challenge is and I believe I've already made it apparent, is because this isn't the right way. Wasting my time on shitty little videos isn't gonna help me go anywhere. And there's so much more stuff just like this, just so addictive, that is on the web, that just keeps that is supposed to keep you on here. Ladies and gentlemen, to progress in life, ladies and gentlemen, we need to take control of our lives. We need to have the discipline to say no. We need to have the discipline to say yes to things we may not like. Say yes to things that we feel don't matter but are really good for you. Ladies and gentlemen, discipline is important. Saying no is important. Saying no, especially no to these highly addictive substances that you feel are good for you but are not, is super important. This has been day 2, and I'll keep you guys updated on how my progress is going. Obviously, I broke the 5 real rule. Hopefully, I don't break it tomorrow. See you tomorrow.